welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Marianne Grossman and Zachary Sprang. They're from Penobscot Theatre Company, and they're here today to talk about the latest production, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Of course, you guys harmonized right there.
I know, oh my gosh.
So Rocky Horror, I mean, normally we see it in Halloween season, but it's June, it's Pride Month. It seems to me this has to do with the gay community championing this play and just having it be something that they've kind of taken and ran with.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Rocky Horror has been such an uplifting and important part of queer history and the queer community for so long that I think it's really such a special thing that we're able to put on that show in this month. So I think that really means a lot to us.
Well, when I saw that Rocky Horror was going on in June, I was like, okay, that's fun. Okay, so all sorts of people are going to be working with this, and it seems like there's other Pride Month happenings around this show as well. So you guys are busy this month.
Yeah, absolutely. Downtown Bangor has a lot of Pride events, but this weekend, Saturday, is our Pride show, the matinee, and I think there's a Pride night as well.
Cool.
So.
Okay, so all sorts of stuff. If folks want to look, they have a great website. But let's talk about what's important here. So you're playing Janet and you're playing Rocky. You guys are the main two characters. Tell me, what's fun about this show?
I think it's such an iconic show. It has such a history of people watching the movie in different shadow casts, but also the movie itself is so iconic. So I think for me, Susan Sarandon, the woman who originated it in the movie, she's so iconic. So it's so fun to do.
It's a cult classic.
Yeah,
it's a cult classic. So there's something that people who have been to this show a bunch of times know that happens every time. There's props. And people who have used the props before, they kind of know when it comes up in the show, you do it. It may seem rude to people who haven't been to this show before, but tell me how that works a little bit.
Yes, so we do have prop bags for sale at the box office. And they have all kinds of different things like confetti and noisemakers and a call-out list of things to say during the show because audience interaction is such a big thing in the show. With this show especially, yeah. And it's encouraged in an organized way, we would say.
And when you guys have a show, usually somebody comes out and talks about it a little bit first. Will there be that warning of throw your popcorn at this moment, or here's your keywords to listen to?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We have usually Jonathan Barry doing our curtain speech, and he's very detailed about the guidelines we have. But also in the program, there's a little insert that says some lines that if you don't know what to say, but you want to feel included, it has some lines that you can.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, we were talking to probably kids 18 up. This is one of those ones. But tell me a little bit, what's the plot like for those who may not know? Because it's how is this connected to Pride Month? You know, and of course I introduced it and people are like, what are you talking about? But what's the plot a little bit?
It loosely.
Yes.
It follows two kind of young kids who are engaged, and then there's a storm, and then they somehow end up in this mansion that is a scientist.
It's full of freaks and weirdos.
Yes.
And there's aliens, and there's a lot of, it's fun.
Yes,
or that's the vibe that I get. I use those words.
No, absolutely.
It's meant to be full of freaks
With
and
pride.
weirdos.
With pride.
They take their own identities with pride and they embrace everything about themselves. And I think that is the beauty that a lot of the queer community finds in that show. So
Yeah, it's fun. I went to one screening of it in Bar Harbor when they did theirs, and it's wow. And it's I feel at home with the audience as well. And I just want to talk with them and be well, that was fun, guys. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
But okay, so tickets in advance and probably right at the door too if they don't sell out. But PenobscotTheatreCompany.org. I'll put it in the link.
Yes, and you can also call the box office at 207-942-3333.
Oh, you remembered the number. Thank you. Zachary. You guys are good. Well, I hope you guys have a great first show. Break a leg.
Thank you
so much.
Of course.